Doctor, considering this new development, is the medical community recommending more restrictions, for example, in travel? Kasi halimbawa sa Negros, nagagalit yung local government. Hindi daw nagsabi yan dumating na, I think 4 or 5, na nanggaling daw from the UK, na nandun pala sila, na nanggaling pala sila doon. Are you recommending any particular protocols, additional?
We have to have another what we call this protocol locally, no? Because what we want to prevent now is from Manila and then transferring again to Cebu, to Davao, or to other provinces, and that will really be very dangerous. Okay, why? Because in this current situation now, that some of our you look at the people now, there are element of leniency in wearing the face mask and the face shield, and that's very dangerous.
So, are we changing the protocols because of this? Do you think we need to adjust the protocols again?
They should review the protocol local to local travel, especially now that we have that 14 case. No? I think the most important part here now is also looking at the secondary and the tertiary contacts of these 14. And from there, they need to really adopt and change some of these protocols, especially on timing of testing.
Sir, we were just talking about yung 14 na yung mga nag-positive na pasahero nitong passenger jet na kasabay nitong si UK variant na pasyente. But the thing is, they tested negative upon departing Dubai, and they tested negative as well upon arriving here. Tapos in the second test, 14 na silang nag-positive.
On the 5th day. No? On the 5th day.
Anybody you ask will certainly ask that question na, teka, pwede pala mangyari yun. So have we been doing it right all along?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's the nature of the RT-PCR, because the time that you will be exposed and you don't have the symptoms, then it will take days, no, like 5 to 7 days, for you to be positive. And the rate of positivity will likewise also lessens from the time of contact up to the 7th to 10th day, because the virus, the load of the virus will not anymore be detected. No? So those are some of the things that we need to know. Not everyone will be positive, but if you highly suspect and follow through that this particular individual really has direct contact and a negative test, it will have a negative at first, then it's also prudent that you have to repeat it again, just to make sure. Even if the patient doesn't have yet the symptoms.
Yes,
because
Doc,
in the pre-symptomatic period, 3 to 2 days before the appearance of the symptom, you'll already have the positive result.
Yes, Doc, but have we been following this procedure or protocol? I mean, did we have this protocol in mind in the last 8 or 9 months that we were trying to guard against COVID coming in?
Yes, that's actually our protocol, no? Especially when dealing with secondary contacts of COVID confirmed. Okay, first is that when they will be exposed, automatic they'll have to have a quarantine. They have to be isolated and observed for symptoms during the 14 days from the time that they were exposed, and they will be tested also. If they don't have the symptoms and then they are negative, but they still have to be isolated for 14 days, just to make sure that nobody will be exposed again as a tertiary contact.
Yes, sir. Well, I asked
But
sir
that is surprising.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lucy.
That's really surprising to us, because this is the first time that we've heard that you can actually test negative in an initial test and then find out later that you are positive after all, no? Ngayon ko lang po narinig na that protocol has been in place ever since we started contact tracing and testing and putting secondary people suspected of COVID in quarantine. This is the first time we're hearing this.
And Doc, before you answer, let me add na rin to that. Kasi po, now the DOH is saying that they want to institute a second test 5 days later.
Yes.
So by that point, it does sound like it wasn't really part of the protocol to begin with. Ngayon lang sila
Right,
consider
yeah.
ng second testing after 5 days.
Yeah, this is the rationale for that, no? Since we are watching and monitoring a highly delicate case, which is a UK variant, then that's the primary purpose there. Like, if the first test among those who were exposed is negative, I would get another test just to make sure that we didn't miss anything from the first test and another 5 days of the from the exposure.